Um, and we will do so. Okay, hopefully you can see me. I think you can. Um, yes. So I was, I don't know why it came to me like this, but as high priestess in the second house of this, having knowledge of certain resources that you're being lied to about, um, knowing the difference, even though you're younger than your person. And this is what I think. I really truly believe this. This represents, the second house of values, intuition, so, and not only that, possessions and finances of materialistic things. I feel like money or things have been hidden from you, and but you can't prove it in any way. And it's a fucked up feeling when people take you for a run like that, and I'm sorry. So as I let you guys gather, for a minute, just so we can get our yes and no questions going, think of your three yes and no questions, and we'll do your oracle tarot and a charm read today. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I love all you guys. I'm waiting for people to come on. I don't see anybody here yet. Um, yeah, I just don't do the, like, you could do like an appointment thing where, oh, she's gonna be on it too or whatever, but then you have to redo everything. And so it's like, what's the point? And I've got to title these messages. I title my messages before I start them, as you could see also in my predictions, if with the cards that come out. I really feel like the Eagles are going to get the second championship, or second year in a row. I don't know why, but I feel that high, like really, like strongly for some reason. Yeah, they're going to keep their championship. That's for sure. I think they've been working harder this year more than ever just to maintain it. It's good to have it, but they want to maintain it. Then you have other teams that I don't want to mention that don't care because they're getting paid anyway. And they can give a crap less if they make it to the Super Bowl because they're selling enough in merchandise, you know? It's just, I don't know. It's like, I really am interested to see this season come around. Um, I have not been following. So this is really based on all my intuition. Don't you get up there, girl. You come here. So yeah, I've been contemplating in the second house, okay, of my intuition, and mm, why eels would just come to my mind like that. I don't even like eagles. Like my dad, like loves eagles, but hi, or we got some people coming on. Great. Think about your three questions, and you'll be answered yes and no appropriately, and consistently. As I hone into your energy, I feel like you're a football person too. I really think the Eagles are gonna win the playoffs. I thought it was gonna be with the Cowboys playing for the playoffs, and they're gonna retain championship. I made a prediction last year. You could check it out, and the year before, and the year before, and the year before that, but I didn't record it. So, um, let's see what happens this year. I am very, very, very intrigued and eager to come to see what happens during Super Bowl season. Um, yes, and I'm not really into football, to tell you the truth, Tina. Don't think about it. Okay, so it's like, mm. Hi, Charlize, my plant. That's my plant, Charlize. named after the actress because she was so beautiful when I got her, and she is so beautiful, and Charlize never ages. And not even most people don't even know how to pronounce her name, so I think most people call her Charlie, and High Priestess. And I feel like there's a Jessica too watching. Um, Belle, I don't know, but one of my favorite movies is Showgirls. Okay, and I love her name. Um, and I want to use her name as a stage name, but Mr. Post, um, kind of screwed that up for me. But anyways, I'll have to come up with a cooler last name. But yeah, I feel like these high priestess energies, these independents, these people that didn't let them, get other people get the best of them. These women have succeeded and rose to the top. Women on their, whether on their own or not, they did the work, they put in the efforts, and look what they became. Showgirls was the only movie that I forget her name, but she played Naomi, and I love that name. And it was my Naomi Malone. I love that. Anyways, anyways, that movie. That's the only thing she had to do after her sitcom of Saved by the Bell. Maybe that's where I was getting Bell from. But anyways, and she's set for life. You know what I'm saying? And why not be caught on camera as beautiful as she was in that moment? You know what I mean? And the other chick, I forget her name. Lisa. Was it Lisa? I don't know. But it was a fantastic movie. Y'all should see Showgirls. That's one of my favorite movies. Showgirls. Like one word. I don't know. It's an older movie, but it's really good. So I definitely, that's like a timeless movie, a timeless message. It's like one of those movies that never get old. You literally could watch that movie back to back and it never gets old. You know, it's like that number one song that hit. You could have a hit song. You know what I'm saying? I feel like masculine energy that runs into this passive feminine energy, or understands because of mom or grandma or sisters or just females that they seen weren't treated the best. And I feel like they have this remorse for this priestess, and they don't even really know that she's a priestess. Like my grandma, she was a star, and I didn't even know until I have been reflecting. She had the glow in her eyes. She had the every time she walked in her room, she was the light of the room. She was my encouragement. She was my number one fan. She was my everything, and I it was a pleasure to be there for her. And you know, I was younger, and I didn't make the best decisions according to my life decisions. And she ended up moving with my dad, and like my goal ever since then was to get her back, but I never even got to say goodbye or hello. Hello. I never got to say goodbye. And I'm not good with goodbyes, and I feel like you're not either. I feel like you're going through a traumatic issue right now, and it is traumatic. It's nothing serious, and I hate it when people say, "Oh, get over it." It's like you can't get over something like that. I'm sorry, you never get over it. You learn to live and deal with it. You learn to live and deal with it. You never get over it. Ever. As you can see, my doggy Six there is doing really good on shuffling the cards, huh, Six? Yes. He said I would if I had thumbs. That's what makes us so special in our five graces is our thumbs and our intellect. And I feel like people don't use it most of the time, and they don't care. And it's sad because that is what we have. That's what our gift is, of not just intellect, but intuition. God's given intuition. It's like we are all born with the ability to know what right and wrong is, inevitably, with good upbringing. Even if you had shitty upbringing, it's like, no, I don't want to be like that. But intuition makes the best business partners, makes the best um business person in business. I say this because you could have all the business knowledge in the world, but have a feeling that it's not going to work, and then go through with your business knowledge and it won't work because you didn't follow your intuition. Intuition is number one key in any business. When you're running a business, or creating, or not giving up, intuition is key. And if you're not intuitive, then I feel like you're not going to do good business. I don't care what BAs you have in business. I don't care what masters you have in business. You know what I'm saying? If you don't follow your intuition, and these people will find out with experience. This is the thing. You can have those degrees, but if you don't have the experience to back it all, then yeah, it's pointless. And you will fail, and you will fail, and you will fail, and you'll fail again, like I have, and everybody else. But the question is, are you going to give up? Don't give up. You can't give up. That's the thing. That's the thing. And we have one life to live, and we have a moment in time that we'll never get back to make the right decisions. Do the right thing when God's not looking. I mean, when no one's looking but God. Sorry. I am dyslexic too. For those that know me and been around me for a while, I am dyslexic. And it's always been like a challenge through my adulthood. However, I just want to say that um, I'm your gal. I'm your one and only pal. I'm your shoulder to cry on when you need me. I'm here. I have back-to-back content. Show you need it. And there are, in my post, are moon energies that I post every day for all signs, because the moon has a pull on us, not just the waves and our moods. And whether you believe it or not, it's true. um it's just the way the world goes round, in this dance of the moon. It's like you're dancing with the moon. It's like the moon is the wife of Earth. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Take it how it resonates. But it's this simple dance that creates waves and different moods in every sign. So, and it could be any situation. Mm-hmm. So just beware of that. And that's why I post the moon signs. I hope you thought of your 3 questions pretty good. So when I hone in, we'll get them quickly. We'll get them quickly, and we will see what the divine has to say. Um, don't be afraid to ask the divine certain questions. Just because you're a person of the 12th house doesn't mean that you're like not God's child. Like, you're completely God's child. You're God's child. Like, nothing can take that away from you. And whether you like it or not, you are. And people, like the roommate I live with, says, yeah, no, we're not, we go to avoid, and it's the age of science. Yes, it's the age of science. But who put that science in our heads? Who gave us the intellect, the knowledge? Our creator. As we create, so as we were created in his image, because he loved us so. And as long as you put God first in everything, I think all else will fall into place. And so these are just tools. These are just tools to entertain you on my predictions and to reaffirm for you. Okay. But do best believe that if you are a person of the light, you can't um lie. Like you can't. I'm just saying, like, people are, and they take mistake their like kindness as a weakness. Now, I have always told people there's a difference between being nice and kind. And so it's better to be kind, which is a legacy, than to be nice, is letting people walk on you. There's a difference. Um, and so you just got to know where to draw the line, especially us females out there. Um, Man, if you would only believe, you wouldn't think discrimination goes on, but it does for us women. Sad. And I'm sure for other people, I don't know, but when, as a woman, I can tell you, as a business owner that I was in the red 3 years, like, sad. Anyways, first question. First question, collective. Yes or no? Are you ready? Here we go. First question, no. No. Beyond your ability, done. Not viable. I feel like you're finished with something or someone or a project or a place or a job. And not just this, but your second question came out as yes. This is a real deal. Your efforts bear fruit. What were we just talking about? Your efforts bearing fruit of kindness. There's a difference between being nice and being kind. Um, Help me. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing. If you help me do these things and reach 100, or I'm sorry, not 100, 1,000 viewers, then I can do your personal readings, ask questions. You'll have back scene clips and all this stuff. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's sometimes a mess and sometimes I think about dreading it, but it is what it is. But so anyways, I just want to let you know that yes, I can ask your question now, collective. The one that was asking, yes, ask your question now and it'll come out in the reading, okay? Ask your question and follow your intuition. And following your intuition means not second guessing your intuition. You don't want to second guess your intuition. No, 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 no. Ever. If you have to second guess your intuition, it's probably wrong. It's probably not the right thing. So if your intuition is saying, yeah, 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 the first time and you feel comfortable with it, then that's probably the right answer. Um, Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Um, I really try to be real down to earth and loving, despite my own issues. But so for the person that wanted to ask the question, ask it now, yes or no, okay? Here we go. Ready? No. Feeling fragmented, cracking under pressure. It's like, don't crack under pressure. Be a diamond. Be the diamond I know you can be. Shine like the diamond. You know how diamonds are created? They're actually black rock and they're by the molten core. And from all that pressure and heat, they become this beautiful stone and they look black at first. And you have to chisel away, all the debris. And you see this beautiful rock is a diamond. Then the jeweler takes it and cuts it and shapes it and polishes it and puts it into it like a ring, or a necklace. And you have to be that diamond. You have to go through the chisel process to get better. Okay? You be like a diamond. Don't be like an egg. Don't crack under pressure. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you're gonna crack, that's the time before you even feel like you're gonna do that because you know yourself best. Um, I'm glad I was to help you. Um, If you're feeling like that, all you have to do is just remind yourself of who you are, and you're a child of the Most High God. You're a child of the Most High God, and you're a person that is worthy of things that people don't tell you. They don't get a chance to tell you how much they love you and appreciate you. And I feel I'm here to tell you I appreciate you. I love you. And I think you're awesome. And I'm glad I was able to help with that question. For let's see, Sarah. Sarah, ask that question one more time. This is specifically for you. And I really don't do this is just for you. I just feel it's strong, High Priestess. I feel you're a High Priestess. Yes and no, okay, Sarah? Yes and no for Sarah. No. Comes back. Yep, karma. I feel like you're going to see karma in its best. I feel like you're going to see karma at its best. Yes, yes, you are, because you bared good fruit and you passed the test. And it's not your fault. And you will see karma at its best. You know, even though you're feeling incompatible, you're going to see it. Like, just keep doing the right thing. Vengeance is God's, you know? So, exactly. Karma is so sweet. And my grandma used to tell me, nothing you could do, Jessica, would be like something God could do. God could really get him where it hurts. Your thing is like nothing. Like, and it's true. And it's like, she taught me that when I was a kid. So I kind of stuck with it. And I always forget, let go, give to God, and let karma deal with it, and let Jesus deal with it, or let the higher power, or, you know, vengeance is God's. It says, vengeance is mine, says the Lord in the Bible. And I'm not sure which verse. I'm very bad at that. Yes, I'm reading everybody's energy as this is a collective reading. I feel a passion, maybe Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, more Aries of Emperor energy. Yes. And if you're not that, because I'm dyslexic, you're a water sign. So you're either Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces as well. Sagittarius. I was feeling you. Yes. And you're a dreamer. You're a beautiful sign. Oh my gosh. I've always gotten along with Sag. I don't know why, but I have. Now, affirm with me today, okay? In every way. Oh my gosh. And look what we turned on to in the door of value. Okay? This is like where we're just talking about the door of value in the second house. Okay? And I just flipped this open. So it's like, I am blessed with an abundant spiritual life. Every day in every way, my joyous prosperity grows and grows. I grow as a person, as a better person than I was today, than I was yesterday. Affirm with me on that. Yes. Abundantly spiritual life. You know, door to value. Don't give in, Sarah. Don't give in. I feel like some masculine or something is trying to, don't do it. It's not worth it. You might catch something or something. But I don't care who it is. They're not the person. Okay. Yes, I grow every day too. Thank you guys for joining me on this. I really appreciate it. 6, please. Yes, what was I saying? I was saying, Sarah. Sarah, look, the first card. Turn away. Turn away. Turn away, Sarah. Yes. And to everybody out there that needs this, whoever it resonates with, please take what resonates, and what doesn't, leave for the next collective, because it will resonate with someone. As I'm honing in on a bunch of energies right now. It's very energy draining. I don't know, but I feel like I've, you know, a whole freaking year after I'm done with one of these readings sometimes. But turn away, Sarah. Turn away. Exactly. Exactly. You have to follow your first intuition. And if you're feeling that in the first way, this is proving it to you now. Go with the flow. Has to do with, maybe you resonate with water, but yet you're a fire sign. I feel like you're going with the flow by diving deeper with your feelings here. You're a light person of the light. You have a calling. You should start a channel. You should, I feel I've been feeling this person that someone has been trying to stop their channel. Like they've been trying to go through things like, and other people are just saying, well, this and that is first priority, blah, 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 and just trying to get you busy to where you don't do your own channel because you're so beautiful as the Queen of Wands. And that's what I'm going to say. You're like as beautiful as the Queen of Wands, but actually a high priestess in the second house. You are, and you would be so successful. Um, and it's hard in the beginning because you don't make any money. You do it out of the kindness of your heart, and that's the thing, you don't. And this is from the kindness of my heart, and I feel like someone's trying to stop you because you're so beautiful, and they don't want to share you with the world. They don't want to share you. They don't want to take you out. They want to hold you back. Don't let it be like that. Good for you, Sarah. I thought so. I thought so. That is so crazy. Okay, that's so crazy. And you know what I really recommend? Okay, so tarot has like, you know what I love about tarot is the same. It's founded on like rules. You know what I mean? And each deck has one thing different about that deck. So that's what I love about tarot. And the more you do it, the better you get. If you're a new beginner, I would say get a Oracle Tarot hybrid deck. A really good one, I like both of them, is I love James R. Eads Prism Visions. They are a little expensive. So if you can't afford that, there's a deck here. There's a deck, an Oracle deck, and this is what it looks like. Okay, Sarah? You got it? Yes, this is a hybrid tarot Oracle deck, and it will help you. What you really need to focus in is learning the zodiac signs, and I like done numerology, zodiac, houses, planets, planet alignment, and the connection between the planets and the zodiac signs itself, and not just the zodiac signs, but the nature behind the zodiac signs. Sarah, you're a very nurturing, optimistic person. Sarah, as like a Sagittarius, okay, you are not just super optimistic, you're a dreamer, you're gonna live your dream. It's a mutable sign, so you know what to say, when to say it. You're a very adventuristic person. In this way. This deck would be for you, Sarah. Oracle Tarot Hybrid. I'm just saying. And once I can get all my subscribers to 1,000, I can afford to do giveaways. Then I'll be able to do that. And I was going to use another deck, but I might just use this one today. Just to show you what it looks like through these feelings. I'm telling you, don't let him stop you. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. Don't let him demean you. Don't let him say, they say mean things to try not to get you to go online. Yeah, because they don't want to share you with the world. They don't want you to progress. They're not a star. Why would they want you to be a star? They're not a gift. gifted like you, why would they want you to be gifted? They have their own gifts. And if they figured and did more in their own gifts, they'd probably make just as much of you, if not more. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you need to get away from these people and maybe be in just hermit enlightened mode. Okay, enlighten yourself, being grounded. Take yourself back to the basics. It's almost like physics in a way too. Take it back to the basics, you know what I mean? And you'll find the energy. And don't forget to ask the divine and thank the divine when you make it. Every time a person makes it, they need to thank God. And those are words from Prince himself. And he's right. When we make it in their game, we need to thank God. So, and yeah, you need to get away from people that aren't for you. You can't be around people that are not for you. Unless you're in a life like survival situation, there's always going to be a way. And I think that's just part of growing and building your character to what you're supposed to be. Um, it has nothing to do with a vendetta against you or anything. It's just a matter of God wanting you to grow. And how do we do that? We do that through bad times, because how would we learn to appreciate the good times if we had no bad times, collective? How would we? Really? I mean, think about it. And I think about that every day when I'm going through a bad time or a bad morning. I'm like, this is just building character. And you know what? I'll be a better person when I come out. And, you know, I'll know what to do. And then when I do have a really good thing, I'll appreciate it that much more. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. And Sarah, the person of the light in our 12th house of intuition, but our second house of high priestess is your high priestess. Um, I also feel other collectives here are high priestess. Hi, you guys. And maybe the masculines are observing. But yes, high priestess energy is in the house. Hoo, hoo, hoo. So just know that through these feelings. And I just feel like you have to believe in yourself. You cannot let anybody get you down. Now, what you want to do with that deck, Sarah, before you start a channel, is you've got to learn the deck. You got to learn the tarot and what each card represents. That's how you start. I've been doing this for over a decade. So, I mean, the tarot. I've had powers of my intuition since I was a very little girl. I was so scared of it because my father was a chaplain, and like I was scared of it. Like he was telling me I was gonna go to hell and stuff, or if I didn't do things. But I had this gift, and spirits were just attracted to me, so I ran from it for years until about a decade ago, or a little more now, when I had to stop running and embrace it and face my responsibilities. And as a gift, it's kind of a curse too, because you're always constantly, I feel like you have a high IQ. The future. Look at that. The future. It's your future. This is your future by following your feelings and awareness, your intuition. High priest, second in the house. All right. And acceptance. Look, inevitably your person is going to accept it because they're going to see that you're progressing. As long as they see in analytics that you're progressing and all this, or as long as they see that you are learning the deck, like doing your homework every night. For me, when I first started, the deck, the tarot deck, not just Oracle, but the tarot deck. Like I would run across something and all these messages would come through. It could have been a rock or something. But the actual tarot deck, okay, it's you've got to practice it every night. You've got to study what each card means. Start with the major arcanas, then go on to the minor arcanas. And there's 4 of the 4 elements. Cups being water, wands being fire, okay? Earth is pentacles or anything It could be pentacles, pentagrams, materialistic things. And then of air is of swords. Okay? 4 elements. But you've got to practice the major arcana. You got to learn the deck. And it's cool with the tarot decks, not like these oracle decks, which are really cool and too easy for me. But the tarot decks, they have one thing different in each deck. That's what I love about tarot, is because it never changes really. It does as far as perspective. Like I can get 6 meanings on one card in the upright and 6 in the reverse and stuff like that. But it's like a collection in your brain that you get. When you first start, you're only going to have one meaning of in the upright and one meaning in the reverse. So yes, practice on that's what I'm saying, on yourself. Not That's what I did. You know what I did with every card? I literally took them and I'm just going to be doing this. I literally took them, like, after studying them on through a book. I read books, or online now you could do that, Kindle and stuff. You literally just flip them over, and what does that mean? 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 Learn that first, and then come back to me and I'll teach you the second. So the thing is if you help me get more subscribers, likes, and shares, I can actually teach tarot. Yes, that could be one of, like, the things that I do. Not just join the channel, but I can actually begin a teaching channel for tarot. And this is through my years of experience of working with public relations. Okay. Um, Sag, dreamer. Yes, you're a dreamer, and your dreams are going to come true, and they're going to come true better than you could ever imagine. I feel like I'm talking. You're such a beautiful person inside and out, because true beauty is within. High Priestess energy. True beauty is within. Let me check on this real quick. Okay. But I'm just saying. Turn this down and off. And I'm just saying, you need to follow your dream in your heart. And it doesn't happen overnight. Come on, baby. Come on. You know better. It doesn't happen overnight. Okay, let me tell you. When I had, even so, every night for a lot of years, I would go home after work and I would study the deck, the tarot deck only. Study the deck. What each card really represents. And then once you get that, you'll see how it all coincides, how it all has to make sense. You know what I'm saying? So you'll see and you'll get it. You're smart. You have a high IQ. I think you're like a 140, 130. I think you're in your 30s or 30. I think one person on here is 40 or in their 40s. Yes, I do. Definitely. I'm thinking that for sure. Of innovation, originality, and this resolution. And you could be going through a rebellion of the star energy in Aquarius. You could actually, and it's a Uranus that this resonates with, and you can actually be a star, a real fucking star from this. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. Maybe you have an old soul, but there is someone on here that is 30 and 40. But so you're, wow, okay, so you're 20. So you're young. So what I did when I was young is right out of high school, I went to cosmetology school, you know? But it was a different era back in the day, you know? That was 24 years ago. Actually, 24, 25, 26, almost 27 years. Believe it or not. Yes. So I really believe this. I believe that your boyfriend doesn't appreciate you, Sarah. Get rid of him. You have a line in your phone. of people that will respect you. And let me say this, and I don't mean to be weird about this because any poor man would be like, eh. But look, they're all the same. All men, well, that I've encountered, masculine energies, have been the same to me. So pick the richest one. Don't make the same mistake I did and have to prove it on your own. It's like, yeah, I'm proving it on my own to this day because it's a pattern that I followed. Okay. But for you, you're young enough. If you meet a millionaire, marry him. Okay. Don't say no. And that's how I feel. That's how I feel. It's like, my God, it's going to be the same shit, just another pile, same song and dance. Marry the richest one. Okay. And I got that from Granny on Instagram. And I was like, damn, I wish I took her advice when I was younger, in my 20s. So I'm in my 40s now, and I'm like, damn, time's wasted in here. But take collagen, Sarah. Take collagen. Take a collagen supplement now every day. Okay, while your skin is supple, do not get Botox, do not get any of that crap. Just take collagen supplement every day, twice a day from this day point. And by the time you're my age, you're going to look as young or younger. I promise you. I promise you that. I promise you that. Oh my gosh. I know. Life is great, isn't it? I'm going to use this deck for you, Sarah. This deck was really cheap. I looked it up on Amazon. I think it was like, because it was a gift. This one. And it's cool. It's a thought that counts, And it was a gift. And it's not, I mean, it's like 20 or 30 bucks, but yeah, I mean, it's worth your money, especially if you're learning. And there's other ones that you could get if you're learning, not this one, that are a little cheaper. But I like this because I got the James R. Eads Prism Visions deck, which is like a very expensive deck. But and that was a gift to me. And so when I say this is like the pretty much next to it, if you can understand this, pretty much you'll understand. But what I like about the James R. Eads, it reminds you of the elements when you're looking at it. So if you have the money to spend 100 or something, then get the James R. Eads Lenticular Mira Visions. Mira A. Visions deck, and it'll show you the elements too and give you the oracle as well as the tarot, and they make beautiful pictures, and it's cool when it comes together. You're like, dang, yeah, it looks really cool. But no problem, you are a queen. Hey, not just a queen, I'm a priestess, baby. We're both priestesses. All right, we're that's right. Your priestesses, you're not giving yourself enough credit. That's another thing I feel in your value of the second house, which is important in materialistic things. You have to start little. The thing is, be consistent. The thing is, it doesn't matter if you have one deck. It doesn't matter if you have two decks. Be consistent. And you have to do it every freaking day. It doesn't matter how you feel. You have to do a video every day. Leave a post. You have to get into it. Share it to your Facebook. I mean, you've got to, sell it. Yes, we are the priestess. All right. So just know that you have to be consistent with it on a daily. And where the money is, it's not with the videos. You want to create content videos. Yes. You probably want to create about 600 content videos that you record with your phone and then upload. I know it's a pain in the ass first. When you're done with that, let me know. Actually, I'm going to tell you now. After that, you could do lives. But if you don't have videos to back it up, that's the thing. They're not going to watch your lives. So you have to have the videos. It's like step by step. But you have to have videos. So the lives is where you get the views. Okay. So you don't do what I did. I went through 700, 600 videos before I was like, oh, lives is where the views are. Because I was like, why am I only getting 8 views or you know what I mean? And it's discouraging, but if you don't give up and you do your homework, I promise it will compensate. And it's through the lives. Okay. So you have to stay alive. I feel like this is a revival coming. I feel we have a revival coming. I feel like you were raised Baptist almost. Yeah. Hellfire and damnation, right? Yeah, I understand. I was so freaking scared of my own gifts for years. I ran from him and ran from him. I suffered. Oh, as it is, I have PTSD from something that happened to me when I was less than 24 months till I was 3. As it is, and quiet, and it's just a matter of knowing what is what and what is what and who is who, and you know what I'm saying, and what you're doing. And remember, Sarah, put God first. You know, you can call him, I call him Jesus or whatever, but I put him first in all you do. He's your intuition. He's your chakras. You know what I'm saying? Your chakras being your root chakra, okay, root to heart, sacral, um, communication, um, em- empathy, and intuition. Intuition. So you gotta learn your chakras. It's a lot of work, or studies, not so much work, studies, if you enjoy it, especially. So, yeah, I feel like you have this awareness. You are awakening. You definitely are awakening to your future. I feel like you're going to be turning away too from this person that was just bringing you down. What else do you have for my divine collective? I'm glad I could help. And I'm just giving you these secrets because no one gave it to me. And it was like, one girl did 3,000 videos before she even did a live. It was masculine energy of Poseidon going forward. Going forward. I think this Poseidon is what, yeah, he looks for like a light worker for his future. Not just a light worker, or I call a truth seer, but a almost life coach. You know what I'm saying? And if you get really good at it, who knows? You could have really high end clients. Look through this mystery. Yes, this enigmatic mystery. Look, I feel like you like hip hop, and I feel like you're full of hope now. I also feel like you're full of blessings because you do the right thing when no one's looking and you do your homework. And that's the two most things that I cannot preach enough. It doesn't matter what age you are. And please, if you're in your 20s, take a collagen supplement. I have my mother told me I had rheumatoid, well, I was going to have rheumatoid arthritis, and I do. But, you can't let it stop you, this mystery. Yes, through these blessings, you're going to have the riches of God's blessings. Like, it's not even funny. You're going to have the riches of God's. And this is a fountain of youth, this and water. If you start taking collagen at your age right now, in your 20s, every day, twice a day, you will look freaking, you will look 20 when you're 40, or you'll look 30 when you're 40. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you smoke or anything, and I don't advise smoking. Hi, hello, everybody. No, truth seer. Seer, like see, like I can see you. Yeah, truth seer. And my name is Jessica, and it means to be able to see the truth. So It means just that in Hebrew. But she sees. So, anything else on this oracle of these blessings? I think you got the point. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling the end to this oracle. Yeah. And you're a person that can invest. You have money, so you a little bit. So, or if you can get a business loan, invest, or if you have some credit, invest in your tarot. Don't do anything else. Like, I wish I would have did this instead of the cosmetology salon thing. You know what I'm saying? Just giving you some advice. Yeah. So if you have like, if you get a business loan, it'll be easy for you. And this is also speaking to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay. Right there. I feel like you have this emperor masculine traits also, as far as, because you're beautiful and you got to put your foot down. People don't hear beautiful women. They just, well, they don't listen. They just hear them. And it's like, right? Yes. Seer. And I don't know how to, I was doing C and then like a little hyphen with an R. But yes, a truth seer. Meaning you address the white elephant in the room all the time. Like you could see the truth and you're not afraid to address it and be like, what the is going on? So, okay, I'm going to do the tarot. So whatever question you have, keep it in your mind because it'll come out as a yes or no. With the tarot as well. I don't need those others. It's all just for you guys, for clarity through this communication. Okay. So yes, ask your question. I feel like you're asking for some kind of help, and there are through memories. I feel like there are helplines out there. If you need to reach out to somebody, there are helplines out there, and please don't, be afraid to do that. This Sagittarius looking for a friend. So am I, because I don't have any friends, honestly. Like, honestly, I keep myself, like, I'd rather have no friends than being hurt or betrayed again. You know what I'm saying? And it was like when I had my salon, everybody pretended they were my family and they knew me for years. And then when I lost it, they treated me like a secondhand citizen, and I look just like I do now. So it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. And this re-energizing, maybe you're the one that needs rest. This is the guy that's keeping you going, so you distract yourself away from your gift, and that's not cool. You need to set boundaries. Set boundaries and be like, this is what I've decided to do. Invest in like 3 or 4 decks. Cheap, it doesn't have to be, there's $10 decks out there. I was doing like a mermaid giveaway thing, but then my roommate smashed the box on the tarot, so I sat on it because he's kind of heavier, so anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry. Yeah, he sat on it like this was the giveaway, and it's an awesome deck, but then look what it's like. How can I give that away? It's like all the cards are there, the book's there, and everything. It's just a matter of how can I give that away? And it's just like so small quarters. Anyways, looking forward, going forward. It's what happens when you're in a very small place. Now I was gonna use my other deck, but for you, I'm gonna use this deck collective, this hybrid oracle tarot. You're gonna love it. And creation was like the first one I seen. Look, creation. I feel like you're gonna make a deck. I feel like you're an inventor. Yes, like you're a musician, maybe in this creation. See? So it's basically the tarot card, and it tells you the reversed and the upright meanings. And either way it turns, okay, it tells you what it means so you can learn the deck. And then look at the pictures, because the pictures speak a lot. Like in this picture, that's Venus. So that's Taurus Venus energy. So study your planets and your zodiac signs. Numerology is important, but yeah, that's, study that and the traits therefore, and you'll be able to give a more precise, consistent reading. But don't forget to ever look at the card, because like I said, in each deck there's one thing that's slightly different, and that's what I love about the tarot. Because they're not all the same, and people would say, oh, they're all the same, but no, they're really not. So like I said, go back to back to back, just learning the cards, go through, read. And you don't have to buy a book. You can go online. You can read, stuff online. Um, oh, I don't want to make you cry, Sarah. You're so pretty. In this nurturing feeling, look, I feel like you're dealing with the Cancer energy too, of water energy, of Pisces, of wealth, of nurturing, of being over nurturing, thinking about others more than yourself, in this in this Scorpio energy of being like stubborn or rebelling against what someone wants you to do and what they don't want you to do, and you're following your heart. And that's the important thing in this Queen of Pentacles, being like a mother, secure, caring, wealthy person. Okay, through a partnership. What was I telling you? Your partner is trying to stop you. Okay, in this revelation, this meeting, and this commitment. What was I telling you of a mutual respect and shared values? You are a Queen of Wands. You really freaking are. You're a priestess. We're a priestess in the second house in harmonious union. Look, what was I telling you? What were we just talking about? And that's how it comes up. Like, seriously, energy is real. That's what I was trying to tell my roommate. I'm like, whether you believe in it or not, energy is real. Like photosynthesis, which is like how plants grow, through the sun and the water and whatever, just grow. And then I'm growing. And you can't see it, but you know it's there, right? I know, whoa, right? You seen me shuffle the cards. I know you did. Whoa, right? I'm going to shuffle these cards even again. We're going to see, I'm going to show you how energy is so real when you follow your intuition. Okay, and this is why it's important to study the signs, the planets, their traits, confirmation, even numerology, the houses and what they mean, or can dictate or pictate, or I don't know why I said that. Maybe someone has a little pig or something, like a cute little baby one. I don't know. Sovereignty. This is Capricorn energy in the reverse. This partner has bad intention for you. I'm telling you, this is Capricorn energy of hard work. This liberating, breaking free from this egotistical narcissist that keeps putting you down and tries to keep you so busy that you can't even go on with your personal power and overcome all the dependencies and toxic behaviors. Look, how can I lie about that? 1 point means bad intentions, 2 are good intentions. Nevertheless is Capricorn energy. Each card stands for a certain zodiac sign too in the major arcana. And the minor arcanas back, when you throw them out, back the signs that are already laid out. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's important to learn this. Through this sovereignty, this dictatorship. Look at this through your freaking partner. Is that not crazy? This mastery. Look. Mastery. Yes. And there and astrology, and you want to get to know the personality traits of each astrologist and life paths as well. Life paths is when you add their date of birth, the month and the year all together, and you come up with the when you're done adding and you have like 3 plus 2, that would be like a fifth life path, and you can actually give a full psychic reading just off their birth date. This mastery, okay, through this experience, this repetition, this classification, and you paying attention and noting, okay, you're serious, paying attention to details. Yes. Ha, yes. Yes, that's why you're stubborn a little bit. And that's why you're like, fuck this guy. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And I'm good for you. I'm so happy for you. And this mastery, is this not like with your partner? It's some kind of competition. And with you, it isn't. It's a victory achieved. It's self-interest. It's pride, wars, aggression. Like this guy is just like all over the place. Like he don't want you doing this. He feels like he would be competing with other men or something, at the expense of others, and maybe putting you down for it. Look at that. He thinks it's a pissing contest. It's no pissing contest. With this partnership, it's supposed to be equal. Look, victory. Yes, you're going to come out on top with victory. This success, this determination, this drive, this focus. You are focused. You are ready. You ordered what you ordered, and you need to order 1 or 2 more. I think this one will help you a lot. In learning when you do them on yourself through these friendships. Hi, friend. I'm so happy I made a friend in you. You're not just my friend, you're my family. Join, well, you can't join yet because I have to reach a certain amount of subscribers. Help me. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing. And once you do that, then you can join and celebrate friendships. Look, like good intent for another. And any message that comes across your screen is meant to be. I'm telling you, it's meant to be. It's no mistake. It's no pissing contest. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yes, this Catharus. Let's go through this again and shuffle. I need a minute here because, wow, I'm amazed. Hold on. And I'm happy to have a friendship and celebrate with you. Yes, competition is no good. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. Help me reach 1,000 so that I can help others through personal readings. Behind the scenes stuff. And I feel like, yes, someone's juggling and lying to you. Someone made broken promises, unfulfilled wishes. Yeah, broken promises. This person is toxic. You need to get away from this partner. I feel like you have family. You can get away from this partner. Confirmation. And you should, because it's creating this juggling imbalance, of financial pressure and constraint. I don't think your family likes it because this person is taking you for granted in a chaotic, overwhelmed, like, perspective and balance. And he promised you things. This broken promises too. These cards have so many different meanings to it. Like I said, I knew maybe 6 or more to each reversed and upright, but there's so much more. Through this unfulfilled wishes. Yeah, he promised you the world and he broke these promises. Through these achievements. Yeah, and disconnecting with superficial reality of meaning or overindulgence, and and it led to emptiness, and I feel confirmation. And I say this because um yeah, it's like when you're about that. Sorry about that, collective. Yes, unfulfilled that. Sorry about that, collective. Yes, unfulfilled promises. Yeah, that's what you're going through in the moment. Yeah. Look, this sorrow, a loss, a grief, a deep sadness. It's like this guy better change because you're beautiful. You could have it all. And he could go with you and agree and be your support, or you could leave him behind if he's just going to put you down. And this is through grief, and he's going to feel grief, loss, and regret and disappointment. Because why? He looks at what's not, what doesn't favor him, and doesn't look at what does favor him. See how he's um looking at these spilt cups instead of realizing what he does and looking away and being a pity party of this loss and grief and deep sadness and mourning. It's like, why? Because you can't control this woman. You know what I'm saying? Transformation and influence. Transformation and influence, collective. Okay, so you are going to be changing like a caterpillar to a butterfly, and you're awakening over here. Um, yes, in this self-nurturing and identifying in your own belief and habits of cycle, and you know, maybe you're not afraid of death, you know, or a metamorphosis of evolution, of transforming or adapting. Um, or afraid of a water sign, which is a Scorpio energy, which is intimidating towards you. I don't know. It could be like I'm picking up father. This influence of your magnetic energy attracts admiration, opportunities, and your powers. So through your charisma, independence, and being magnetic, this is what the Queen of Wands is. Okay. And what was I telling you about the Queen of freaking Wands? You're the Queen of Wands. The freaking Queen of Wands. Can you believe that? You are the Queen of Wands. I just told you, out of all these cards, this transformation of you being a Queen of Wands turning into a High Priestess, because she's right underneath the Empress, and the High Priestess is the Empress and all the queens in the upright. So you have power of influence. I feel like you influence people. Tell us more about this influence real quick. I just got a call and I have to go into town soon. So yes, you're in isolation. Isolation, keeping to yourself. Yeah, I feel like yeah, and this paranoid, antisocial hermit mode. Okay, I don't feel like you're a Virgo, but you're in hermit mode. And this impatience of arrogance and thoughtlessness from your freaking partner. And that's all you're gonna get for the future for him is impatience. Sagittarius, always me, I for your partner. I feel like you need to move on from this partner. Take the opportunity to go with your family or somewhere else. And if you can't, just kind of ignore him and know that he's not the answer and he's wrong, or they're wrong, or whoever's wrong. Take it as you resonate. Gender doesn't matter, and stuff like that. So it's like, take it how it resonates. There's passive feminine, there's masculine energies of being stronger than the passive feminine. So if you keep going on, this person just gonna create impatience. And I don't know, I feel like if he hurts you, oh my god, dude, get away from this guy. It's not a competition. Get away from, you deserve better. If he can't come to an agreement instead of always disagreeing, you win. You're already a win-win. um you just gotta be consistent. Any more for my collective? This transition. Yeah, releasing what no longer serves you. We're just talking about releasing what no longer serves you. Looking away from what no longer serves you. And the Eight of Cups, you know, you're walking away and you're searching. Look, look at the star energy of being of someone of status, being people recognize here through a triumph, a victory. You know, when you go through you're going through this transitioning now, past, present, future. Um, you're gonna be someone, you are definitely gonna be, if you go and just stick with it. Look, you're innocent. You're of innocence in this Page of Cups. I mean, a dreamer of Sagittarius, Pisces energy, artistry, playfulness. I mean, look at this with a sense of wonder and imaginations, insights and ideas. That is crazy. That is crazy. So, exactly. So, it's like you're getting with it, right, Sarah? You're getting with it. I love this deck. I never use it because I really, um, I've like a couple other decks. I never really used this deck ever. And, like I said, it was given to me as and because someone heard I got the Oracle Tarot, and this, so they gave me this hybrid deck, and I was like, thank you, I do appreciate it. And really, all decks given are even more, that much more powerful. Um, through an invitation, there's enough place on the internet for you and everyone. Okay, and through your ideas. Um, and something about a romance, like this is a water energy, you know, something about romance, charming. I don't know if you have kids, but maybe conception in water. I also felt someone losing or miscarrying yesterday, and I'm sorry if you're here watching. I really apologize for that. Through this invitation of this transition of making your dreams come true, I feel like you're not using protection as far as invited guests and people that you let in your inner circle. I really don't. And something about, look how many opportunities you have. And if you're in your 20s and 30s, you have so many opportunities. You really do. And you also are collaborative. You're very generous. And you're a person of humility and are humble. But you're young, so you're trying to find your way. And you will, over the years, all this work that you put in, okay, will come to pass. Look, this high priestess energy is you're confused on the secrets, or things might be unclear at the moment. But if you reflect and you have time to reflect, high priestess out of all these cards in the second house of value, materialism, and knowing your value. Don't let people take you for a run. Don't. And that was the message. Yeah, because of corruption from a mean King of Swords. This person is a mean King of Swords. This partner right there. No, this is done. That King of Swords is done. Let it be no confusion that you are the freaking high priestess of intuition. He wants to convince you she wants to convince you otherwise, but you are the high priestess. And that's where the whole message was about. And it's gaining your high priestess. I felt like you needed this confirmation in knowing, okay, that you are the high priestess. Don't let anybody disvalue what you are and what you know you are. Yeah, through this corruption, don't do this King of Swords. It's just a King of Swords in reverse is evil. They don't have any remorse. They're just evil. Yes. Keywords are important. Yes, but really, like for me, I could sum it up in one word. You know what I'm saying? That's what yeah, keywords. But people like to be explained those keywords because, believe it or not everybody understands. So this high priestess energy, that's where we're at. And now that I've demonstrated that to you, thank you for subscribing. Join the family here. Subscribe, like, share. Please help me reach 1,000 so I can monetize. Help me, because I need to find a way. I need to make my own way. And I'm just going to pull out a couple of charms here. Just a couple. Okay. Teacher number 1. I feel like you're a teacher too. That's so cool. And you don't use plastic straws. Edible straws are great, trending now. Edible straws doesn't mean you eat them. It just means that they are eco-friendly on confirmation, biodegradable confirmation within 14 days or less. So this is, yes, something about Natalis. I'm feeling the golden ratio. I feel like you paint or something. You're very artistic. Yeah, you're very artistic, and you might have a service animal that you wouldn't really know unless you asked. I feel like you drive a gray, low-profile car, and you're from the USA, or silver. You have dark hair. I feel like Mulan is one of your favorites. And I also feel like the movie Dumbo is, maybe you like Disney a lot like I do. But look, you're on top of your stuff. You haven't had the best luck. You know what I'm saying? But you will. You will have better luck. Yes, you're blonde. I feel like you have dark hair with highlights, or you have angel wings. Angel wings is when half of it's light, half of it's dark. You're a person of peace, like hippie. You're man, your chakras are like carnelian. I'm feeling like your partner is of yellow and you're of pink, which is of heart, and he's of confidence. He could look like a teddy bear. Maybe he thinks he's a ninja, but he's not. Yes, whatever he thinks he is not. And I feel like you like Pepsi. And you're a sun child. Your sun child. That's so awesome. You could have a sun tattooed on you. And look, green is your color, like a Tinkerbell almost, like green. I feel like, yes, you know that God's looking, or the divine is looking, and you listen a lot. You listen. You're going through a heartbreak right now because, I'm sorry if no one's for you, but you don't use these straws. And you do milkshakes. This person could have been in construction, but it doesn't matter what they look like. True beauty's within. And but now you're going to be involved with someone better, more than your dreams could have ever been fulfilled. I feel like you drink these coffees, but you don't use the straws. I feel like you're heartbroken in the moment, because you have to choose between yourself and someone else, and that's okay. Choose yourself. Into pop. What was I saying? Maybe you like corn too, or popcorn, or you're going to be watching a movie later. I feel like you're going to be your own investor. I feel like you're going to sign with some publisher eventually. And I feel like you're older because a dinosaur here, and you're not very good with computers, but I'm learning computers too. And I feel like you're going to invest in yourself, and you really don't like sweets, but if you do, it's ice cream cones and ice cream. Ice cream. Thank you guys. I just got a call too, and they were like, "Oh, I'm on my way," and I got to go to the store and stuff later so I could pay a few bills, which isn't much of what I get right now, but it's okay. Like I said, if you can't donate, please subscribe, like, and share. The Cash App tag is on my page. You could just click on it. But if you can't, just subscribe, like, and share. I would be so appreciative if you could do that because that means I can. Um, it helps me, the algorithm, reach 1,000 subscribers. If I could do that, I could prove to YouTube that I can monetize with them. I could partner with them and make a little bit more than I do. And I'm obviously disabled here. So this is like my therapy. I would have never dreamt that I would be doing this ever. Like, I know. I kind of went against the grain too. And I'm a person that resonates with going with the grain. But I just want to let you guys know, thank you so much. Yes, if you ask a question, just rewind this video. I did 3 yes and no's through the video. There's a couple of questions. But the 3 yes and no's, just to rewind them, rewind this video. It's timeless messages 1111 for a reason, because it's divinely set. So whatever question you have will be answered in one of the 3 that you ask. If you could do that. And I'm a dreamer too. But actually I'm a Libra. So we're like the lovers of the zodiac. You know what I'm saying? We love everyone. And I love all you guys, all my fans, all my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, and sharing. Again, I can't be thankful enough. And all new viewers, you guys are awesome. You guys are the best. And like, if you could subscribe, like, and share, I would be so appreciative. Welcome to Timeless Messages 1111 and the Church of Divination. Thank you so much for you guys. Like, the only reason I did that is because my salon helped more people than the church next to me. So, anyways, that's what that's about. Thank you guys for everything, and just you gave me a purpose, so thank you for that purpose. And with that, please don't be a straw man. Trending now, edible straws doesn't mean you have to eat them. You just use them and throw them away. They're like feathers and water falling from a trailer. But I love you all. Thank you guys. I'm going to try to do a late night live tonight. But if I can't, I will see you on the next one. And thank you. Message.